Hello, 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 hello. I am about to go live for some oracle card readings. I'm just going to light some Palo Santo first. Get a little smudge action going on. I just did a TikTok live, so I do not want the energy from that TikTok live to come into this live video. So let's just give this little deck a little smudge here. Smudge myself as well. All right. All right, let's see. I can see that there are people joining already. Hello, if you're here with me live, please hit that like button so more people can see. Comment down below, say hello. And if you would like an oracle card reading, you can also just let me know down below in the comments. I am going to open this up with a message that is for the collective, whether you're joining me live. I don't know how YouTube Live even works. Are you going to see the replay later? I think so. If this uploads the replay, then if you are seeing the replay later, you can always give me a little hashtag replay down below in the comments. And in the meantime, I'll pull a card that is for the collective. And whether you ask for an individual card or not, chances are you're going to resonate with this card. So you can let me know down below if you do resonate with it. The card that you are meant to hear, the message that you're meant to hear. Of course, there's no such thing as a coincidence. So if you do hear this message, no one trusts that it is definitely the message for you. Hello, Sasha. Yes, absolutely. I would love to do a card for you, Sasha. Let's start with the collective. So technically you'll get two. And go ahead and hit that like button, you guys. That's going to show more people this video so that more people will see it. And I can go a little bit longer with these card pulls. Let me know down below in the comments if you'd like an individual card as well. But the card that's showing up for the collective, so this includes myself as well. The energy that I'm picking up on is everybody who is here, and that does include me, and it's the environment card. So this environment card, this comes up when it's a really good opportunity for you to look at the energy inside of your home. Hello, Rosanna, butterfly blessings. Yes, I would love to do cards for all of you. So you just stick around for a minute and I will make sure to do just that. So a lot of you know that I train in shamanism, and the Peruvian shamans believe that a lot of us Westerners or people from other places in the world are actually quite disgusting because we don't regularly energetically cleanse, whether that's energetically cleansing our body or our home. And when the environment card comes up, it's a really good time to take a look at the energy in your home. For example, if you have an argument, the energy of that argument lingers in the room. If you have a big dusty corner, I mean, I'm going to be real with you guys for a second. Look at this little pile of crap right here. This little pile of crap right here. It definitely has an effect on the energy of this overall room. The room is nice and clean, except for that one little section. And I can feel it energetically. I can feel it. I just messed up my laptop. So now we're going to be wobbly here for a second. But when the environment card comes, it's really a good opportunity for you to clutter, smudge, put white light in your house, maybe light some incense or diffuse some essential oils, whatever works for you. But it says now is the time to clear, clean, and declutter your environment. Let me know in the comments if that is speaking to you. I know it's definitely speaking to me with this little section here on my couch in my Zen zone. Sasha, I'm going to do a card for you. And thank you so much for all the likes and all the loves. That definitely shows more people this video so I can stay on here and do these videos a little bit longer. If you're not already following me, please do hit that subscribe button as well, and then you'll get notifications when I go live next. Sasha, were you resonating with the environment card as well? Let's see what else is coming up for you, Sasha. And thank you for being here, my girl. I appreciate it. Sasha, you're getting the entrepreneur card. So this is a reminder. I know you're already an entrepreneur, Sasha, but this is a reminder that entrepreneurship is a part of your purpose. It's a part of your purpose. It's not just what you do, it's how you make people feel. Sasha makes beautiful candles and other items, soaps and things like that. I don't know if you're still making soaps, but it's about how you make people feel. I mean, we just got the environment card. So maybe somebody could totally shift the environment of their house by lighting one of your candles. If you were using things like Palo Santo oil and sage oil and sacred frankincense oil. I make these, I'll show you. I make these ritual sprays for example, and I only use essential oils in them. And, there's no fragrance, so I don't have to worry about toxicity. And they really, really set the mood when I'm doing things like this. Oh, that's so nice. It's so nice, you guys. So your items that you sell, Sasha, could really make a big difference for a lot of people's energy inside of their home. So be opportunity ready. See what shifts and what changes might be occurring in your career path over the next little while, because that is what you're meant to do. And I know you've got two little ones at home right now, and that's okay. You can give it the attention that you have. If you start every morning with a morning ritual, then you are going to find that you're much more productive with your time. So if you're feeling like, oh, I don't have time to focus on my business right now because I have two little ones, you will be more productive if you give yourself a morning ritual in the day. I know that that sounds crazy. Like, how could I don't have any time. How can I create more time? By taking time away from me, but you're not. When you spend time aligning with your higher self first thing in the morning before you interact with anybody else, then you're more likely to show up as her throughout the day. Sasha said, thank you. I've actually just shifted some some things business wise. Beautiful. Amelia, hello. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. So Amelia, when you're asking such serious questions about like babies and pregnancy, I just want you to remember that what I am picking up on right now is the current timeline that you are on at this very moment. There are an infinite number of possibilities out there right now, and every choice and decision that you make is going to put you on a different timeline. So what I'm picking up for you right now is what I expect right now. But again, you could change something tomorrow, and what I just saw or perceived or felt for you is completely irrelevant. So just keep that in mind. Never take what somebody else says to heart, because all we're doing as intuitives, as psychics, as mediums, as shamans, we are just planting seeds. But it's up to you which seeds you water. You have free will. You have the choice of making different choices and decisions that are going to completely change the trajectory of your life. Now, that being said, I feel very strongly that it's a boy. I mean, there's a 50-50 chance, but I'm getting masculine energy as I talk to you. So that feels good for me. Sasha says, yes, I need a morning ritual. What was the angel number about? So Rosanna, let me know what angel numbers are coming up for you, and I can definitely give you some clarity on that. Butterfly blessings 11. Hello. Rosanna, yes, please let me know which angel numbers you're getting, and then I can definitely give you clarity. But in the meantime, butterfly blessings 11. What are we getting for you? Hi, Earl. We have a visitor. If you were on the TikTok, I don't know if you saw Gracie, my other puppy. She was here, but now we've got Earl. Okay, butterfly blessings. The message that is coming up for you. Ooh, is it both? Oh, you have two messages. Cool. All right. So you're getting intuition, which is super cool. I love to empower women to connect in with their own intuition. Every single one of us is psychic. We all have intuitive gifts. And it's important to remember that our intuition is just like any other muscle. The more we use it, the more we exercise it, the stronger it's going to get. The more we ignore it, the weaker it's going to get. You know the old saying, use it or lose it, right? So this is telling you that you're learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. You have psychic and intuitive gifts. A lot of the times when I do one-on-one readings, we get really crystal clear about what your gifts are and how you can use them for your purpose and align your purpose with your career path. And that way you can thrive using your gifts and really make the impact that we're meant to make in this world. For any of us who are healers, intuitives, mediums, psychics, shamans, whatever, we are here to help raise the collective consciousness of the universe. So using our gifts to show up in service is literally our purpose. It's part of our purpose. So let me just ask here, butterfly blessings, without bias, show me the number one most aligned metaphysical career path for them within the next year. I'm getting blogger and influencer. So you have the divine gift of communication. You are able to channel, you have ancient wisdom inside that you are able to use for the greater good of all right now. So you might want to start anonymous, or maybe you want to start a TikTok or a YouTube or a new Instagram page or something like that, just to share your daily musings, like share your thoughts. There are people who really need to hear your message right now. And these people are your soulmate clients. They've already created soul contracts with you before you even incarnated on earth. So they're just waiting for you to be ready. I don't know if you already work with your gifts, but if you're not already working with your gifts, this is a really good indication that now is a good time for that. You're also getting the message resolve. Okay, so resolve comes up when you're like really hemming and hawing. You're at like a crossroads and you're not sure what exactly to do. This is saying it's time to make a decision. Get out of your head and into your heart. What feels right? My favorite way to do that is to put option number 1 in your left hand, option number 2 in your right hand. Close your eyes, hover your hands over your knees, and ask yourself which one feels lighter. Option 1 or 2. The one that feels lighter is the one that is the most aligned for you. Please let me know if you are resonating with that. Butterfly blessings. Oh, thank you, Rosanna. He's so sweet. Amelia, you're so welcome. Okay, so Rosanna, you're seeing 7s. Ooh, I see lots of 7s too. My angel number is 717. I get 717 all the time, every single day, usually twice a day. So let's see here. And if I'm not mistaken, was your question about your relationship? So you're getting number 7, fear not. Do not let fear control you. Learning and growing come with new contexts and opportunities. You're feeling called to do new things without always knowing who or what you can trust. Seeing this number reminds you to be spontaneous and courageous, but also to be smart and cautious. It's okay to have a backup plan. When you see this number, create a list of what you're scared of and what you can do to mitigate those fears. So it's really about taking action even when you feel afraid about it. Fear can easily be manipulated into excitement if we just focus on the energy behind it. They feel almost identical, and we can only really break through the ego when we choose to take the scary action anyway, even when it's like our ego's throwing so much fear and insecurity and anxiety into our path, trying to keep us safe inside of our comfort zone, right? Let me know if that resonates with you. Butterfly blessings. I'm so glad that resonated. Yay. And if anybody else is here live, please let me know if you would like a card. Otherwise, I'll just pull another one for the collective. Sasha, where do you suggest we get smudge bundles, energy clearing, sage, etc.? So Sasha, hello, Christina. Good to see you in here. Beautiful. Thank you so much. I'll definitely read a card for you as well, Christina. So Sasha, for myself, I prefer to grow sage if I can. White sage is definitely the most powerful. If you can't grow it yourself, Sasha's here local to me in the Okanagan. So Vernon has a store called Endless Time, and they do have ethically sourced sage from an Indigenous woman who makes it, creates it, and brings it to the store to sell. A lot of people have different beliefs around sage, whether it's a closed practice or open practice. I've never met an elder who has a problem with white people smudging. It's always like cultural appropriation typically comes, in my experience, from people who are not necessarily doing their own culture's rituals and ceremonies, but I've never met a single elder who believes in cultural appropriation. All of the elders that I have met are quite happy to share their rituals and ceremonies because they know that if more people were to connect in with the earth and more people were to connect in with these rituals and ceremonies, that we would be better off as a human race, because they really do help to raise our vibration and to cleanse our energy of any negativity, which is hugely important with how we show up every single day. So just be sure that it is ethically sourced. If you can, grow it yourself. Get a great big pot, get some white sage seeds, and just grow it yourself. A lot of people say you can't grow sage from seeds. That's not true. I grew it from seed last year, and I made some of my own bundles. I didn't have quite enough to make a bunch, and I really love to smudge. So I have bought some from that store that I was talking about in Kelowna, but you can also definitely just look at any metaphysical store and ask them where they get it from. If it's local, cool, it's definitely good, but a lot of them get it from a supplier where it's like mass produced, and that's not really where you want to get your smudge from. The thing is, though, sage, the vibration of sage will work regardless. It's all about the spirit of sage coming in and cleansing the energy. It's not necessarily about the way in which you do it, the tradition, the ritual, anything like that. The vibration is going to work regardless. So it's just more about your inner integrity with purchasing sage that is ethically sourced. Let me know if that makes sense to you. Who else? Christina, let me pull a card for you. Butterfly Blessing said, I would love to follow the path. I just don't know what niche. My thoughts are all over the place. Well, let me pull some clarifiers for you, Butterfly. Let me know your name too. Christina Price. All right, the card that's coming for you, Christina, Okay, we're getting awakening. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. The collective is waking up right now, of course. And if you're listening, just because I'm pulling this card for Christina doesn't mean that it's not for you. There's no such thing as a coincidence. We're all meant to receive the message that we hear. So this could very well be for you as well. What's really great about the awakening card is that it often indicates that you're starting to create some firm boundaries. Like you're no longer letting other people dictate your life for you. You are choosing to co-create your life with the universe. And each and every one of us can do exactly that. And in fact, we are co-creating our lives with the universe every single moment with all of our thoughts, all of our feelings, all of our actions, our vibration that we're emitting out there to the universe. A lot of the times we think manifestation is so hard because we're always trying to manifest new and more and big and happiness and money and love and all those things that are really, really big and high vibrational. But as I said earlier, we can only manifest that which we are a vibrational match to. So if we're not consciously aware of all of our thoughts, which we're not, we have between 40 and 90,000 thoughts in a day. Most of them are repeating, most of them are negative, and most of them are subconscious. So if we're not consciously trying to manifest what we do want, then we are going to subconsciously be manifesting what we don't want. So it's not about like think happy, be happy, but it really is about managing our vibration, getting out, finding and tapping into forgiveness so that we can get out of the energy of resent, so that we can get out of the energy of blaming, complaining, and criticizing, making sure that we're positively affecting our vibration with regards to the foods that we eat, the music that we listen to, the scents that we have around us. Like that's why I always use smudging sprays and essential oils and incense and things like that, because they really do change the vibration of the environment that you're in. So let me know if that's speaking to you. Christina, thank you so much. I'd love a card. I'm so happy your paths cross. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad that that's speaking to you. And Sasha, yay. I'm glad that that's speaking to you as well. Catherine, hello. Okay, Christina, so glad that you heard this message. That's exactly what you were meant to hear. I love it. I love it. I love it. Keep the comments coming. Keep those likes happening. That's going to make sure that more people see this video. The more people who are on here, then the more people or the more cards that I will read, the longer I will do this for. Okay, so butterfly blessing. So you'd like to follow the path, you just don't know what niche. My thoughts are all over the place. Okay, so without bias, is there another message in here that can help Catherine to get clarity on those that she is meant to serve? And I do one-on-one readings as well. I do business readings where we really get clear on what your purpose is. So if that's speaking to you, you can always check out the link in the description or the link in the bio on TikTok. I think you said you were from over there as well. Okay, so let's start with this. Okay, so number one, you're getting unwavering faith. This card has already come up today. So unwavering faith. Oh, here's the other puppy. We got two puppies in the bedroom. Hello, baby. This is a baby. I know she's giant, but she is the baby. She's about to have her second birthday on June the 30th, but she's still very, very much a baby. Okay. Thank you for the snuggle. And I know I called that in, but can you lay down? Can you lay down? Good girl. All the way. Put that booty on the ground. She's like reluctantly. I'll put my front paws down, but not my back paws. Yeah. Good girl. Stay there. Good girl. Okay, so Catherine. So without bias, show me, let me see, how can I pose this question? Without bias, please show me. What is the number one energy behind the collective energy of all of Catherine's soulmate clients? Is it on here? Yes, thank you. Please show me. Okay. So I don't know if you know anything about past life work, but I'm getting that what your clients really share in common, and this is kind of vague because it could really be applicable to anybody, is that they all share past life trauma they all share a past life trauma. That's really common with my clients as well. I know that I only work with people that I have had past lives with. In fact, if you're feeling drawn to my energy, even through these readings, and you're like, I don't know what it is about her, I just feel like I know her, I feel comfortable with her, there's something about her energy that I like, chances are we've probably had a past life together. Let me just catch up on the comments here. I just sprayed perfume. It's toxic, I'm sure. No worries, I get it. I switched to essential oils, but my husband got me perfume for Christmas, and I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm only going to use that very sparingly, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, she is so sweet, isn't she? Thank you, you guys. Right before you said that, so that was incredible. Awesome. I'll definitely check out the link. Beautiful. I appreciate that. You have 4 German Shepherds. Oh my goodness. Well, I have 2 Great Danes, and they're both right here. We've got Earl, the spotted guy, and Gracie, the blue girl. So we call them Earl Grey. They're like my little London fog tea latte. I'm like, we need another puppy, and we need to call it tea or latte, whatever it is. So let me know if that resonates with you, Catherine. I'm definitely getting that there's a past life trauma that they carry. So the way that I teach my clients I've got a 16-week program called the Soulpreneur Intensive. The way that I teach them to really niche down is to look at what have you yourself overcome, and how can you help your soulmate clients overcome that? For example, I started my career off as a fat loss coach. I went through my own personal fat loss journey. I lost 35 pounds. I kept it off. I did it in an enjoyable way. I still eat cookies. Like, look at this. I got a cookie right here. Like, I just went to a bakery today and I got this big giant cookie, and I still maintain my body weight. I don't even exercise in my gym anymore. I used to be a bodybuilder. I don't even do that anymore. I do yoga when I feel like it. I dance whenever I can. I'm very active. Like, I do a lot of yard work, and then I hike in the woods, but I don't do traditional exercise anymore. And I definitely don't follow any sort of diet or exercise program, but I've been able to maintain my weight loss for such a long time that it was an easy transition for me to begin fat loss coaching, because it was something that I went through and that it then became easy to me. So people were literally asking me for help all the time with this. And maybe there is something that your soulmate clients, or even your friends, or even your family members, have already been asking you for advice about, and you're easily able to help them with that. So that's the number one thing. So what have you yourself overcome that other people, it's easy for you to help them figure it out? And then the second way to figure out who you're meant to work with is, what do people ask you when they're asking you for advice? Because so many of us who are healers, who were put on this earth specifically to help raise the collective vibration of the entire collective, a lot of the times we are empaths. And usually people will ask an empath for advice before anybody else, whether it's relationship advice or advice on the spiritual journey or career advice. If people are coming to you for advice often, or if you're in Facebook groups or something and you're always like in the mommy groups and you always find yourself responding when people are asking about like how to do a heavy metal detox, or how do you start working with crystals or oracle cards, or, I'm so burnt out, mamas, I just don't know what to do. I just, my days are running into each other. They're snowballing and I'm so burnt out. I just don't see the end in sight. If you find yourself feeling particularly passionate about helping people through these problems, and you can help them navigate them in a way that's simple to you but challenging to other people, then that tells you a lot about your purpose, about what you were here to help people with. I mean, after my fat loss coaching business took off, I was like, I don't want to teach people how to eat vegetables anymore. This is annoying. But my clients were constantly asking me about my spiritual practices. So I shifted and evolved my business into spiritual alignment coaching. And I did that for a couple of years. And a lot of my soulmate clients were in the stage that I used to be in, where they knew that they were going through a spiritual awakening, but they didn't exactly know what that meant. They considered themselves spiritual, but they didn't really understand what that meant. They knew that they were naturally drawn to crystals and oracle cards, but they didn't know why. And my spiritual alignment coaching helped a lot of women find calm in the chaos. And then through my own meditations, my guides told me for a number of years that I was meant to work with entrepreneurs exclusively. And to be honest with you, at first I ignored it. I was like, oh, I don't know, that like imposter syndrome stuck in. But then eventually I trusted it, because all of my clients in my spiritual alignment coaching program were entrepreneurs, and they would ask me questions about their business in our weekly group coaching calls. So now I work as a spiritual business mentor. So what is it that you are good at? What comes naturally to you? Because that is what you are meant to help people with. I can see some more people are joining. So If you would like a card as well, please feel free to let me know down below in the comments. I'm using the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle by Kelly Smith. I love, 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 love this. And Christina, so glad that this is speaking to you as well. Let me pull another card for the collective. And if anybody else has any other questions, you can let me know down below in the comments. If you guys all hit that like button a few times, then it is going to show this video to more people and it can stay on a little bit longer. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button as well. Hello, Christina. Yes, I would love to do a card for you. So I'm going to do a card for the collective first. So chances are you're going to resonate with this card as well. The card that is coming up for all of us, myself included, we've got authentic self-expression. Wow, I'm not surprised this one's coming up for me too. So what was I talking about just a second ago? Imposter syndrome. Sometimes we dim to fit in. We will stop ourselves from saying what we really want to say because we have a fear of judgment or a fear of criticism or a fear of being seen. And this card is coming to tell us that when we are in alignment with our authentic self-expression, when we do show up saying words from the heart, not what we think we should say, don't should yourself, you guys, then we are going to align with our highest, most aligned timeline, yes. But if we are working with people, we're also going to attract more of our soulmate clients. The more authentic we are, the more we can attract our soulmate clients, the people that we're meant to serve. And even if you don't have a job or a business that is based around your gifts, again, we're all meant here to, if you're on this journey, we're meant here to have a positive effect on one another. So maybe it's just through conversations. Be yourself. This says be true to who you really are, and your life is going to change in the most amazing ways. I love that so much. Christina, let's see what card is coming up for you. And please let me know down below in the comments if you're resonating with that. Authentic self-expression often comes up for me when I ignore my intuition. I'm like, ooh, I said yes when I really wanted to say no. I said no when I really wanted to say yes. Or, oh shit, I better make a post on social media because I haven't made one yet and it's 6 p.m. instead of posting something that just felt natural to post. If I have inspired action, like if I just all of a sudden I'm driving and I get this beautiful idea for a post that I'm going to make, then 9 times out of 10, that post is golden because it was so inspired. It was intuitively driven. Ooh, there's a couple messages in here for you. Let me just see here. Without bias, are these both for Christina? Yes. Oh, it's freezing. Sorry, you guys. I hope you can all still hear me. Let me know if it's any better. It's probably just because we're in the boons. All right, so Christina, you got a couple messages here. So I prefer to wait and give you the message that comes at the very top of the deck, because when I shuffle, I'm asking for your higher self to give you the message that you need to hear most right now. So the card that's coming from your higher self is Source. So this is a good reminder that you are connected to Source. You do have intuitive gifts that you have access to right this second. There's nothing you have to do to have these gifts. There's nothing you have to change about yourself. There's nothing you have to heal in order to access these gifts. You don't have to take trainings. You don't have to do workshops. You don't have to have mentorship. You have access to gifts right this moment. You are connected to divine, to your higher self, to your guides, to Source, to all of it. A lot of the times, the only thing standing in our way between us and our gifts is imposter syndrome and our ego trying to keep us safe inside of our comfort zone. When cards fall out of my deck like they did as I was shuffling for you, Christina, you are also getting messages from your spirit guides. Christina said, her message to us is powerful. I hope I can rewind. I hope so too. And another Christina. Awesome, awesome. So Christina Lebac, this one is for you. You've got 2 messages from your spirit guides as well. And our guides can be really helpful in helping us to get onto the most aligned path, but our higher self is the #1 guide. That's why I focus on that card first. But these messages are still really important. The first one coming up is restlessness. So there's an opportunity here for you to find ways to calm the waters of your mind. There might be a lot of repeating thoughts, like a lot of obsessive thinking, a lot of creating a mountain out of a molehill. Like, you know, maybe somebody does something and their intention wasn't to bother you, but it ended up really bothering you. If you think about that all day, every day, and it just goes over and over and over, and you're waiting for the reply, and it's like hours, and you check your phone 25 times to see if they've responded, that's letting people take up space in your head rent-free. Try not to do that. Do your absolute best not to do that. The other card that's coming from your guys is Spiritual Teacher. So this is telling you that it is time. It is time for you to step into your role as a spiritual teacher, that you have, this is what I've been talking about, you guys. You have gifts to share with the world. Okay, good. I'm so glad it's good now. You have gifts to share with the world, Christina. Use them. There are people just waiting. Okay, I always teach people in the Soulpreneur Intensive, our soulmate clients already created soul contracts with us. Our soulmate clients are just waiting for us to step up into the role that we are meant to serve in this lifetime. You have gifts. You are meant to share. You have healing abilities. You have intuitive gifts. You were put on this earth to help raise the collective consciousness of the collective. And you are being guided to step into your role as a spiritual teacher. We're doing a disservice to our soulmate clients when we allow our ego to keep us safe inside of our comfort zone. I mean, this whole journey really feels like this battle, like the angel and devil on your shoulders. To me, it feels like the higher self and the ego, and they're like constantly going to battle. Okay, good. I'm so glad it's better for everybody. So Christina, let me know if that's resonating with you. And I can even ask a clarifying question here. I don't know what gifts you are aware of, so I'm going to ask this one in a specific way without bias. Please show me the number one psychic gift that Christina currently has access to that she is not yet utilizing. Full body channeling. That's like what I'm doing right now. Full body channeling. I'm listening to all of my senses. Sometimes I hear messages. When I hear them, they come out of my left ear. Sometimes I just know things and I don't know how I know them. And I feel that in my solar plexus. I feel that like down here in my belly. Sometimes I just have this, I don't hear it, but I just get things. Like it comes not from my head. It like totally bypasses my brain. It's like it comes from outside of me through my mouth. And it's like I'm saying these things and I don't know how. And then sometimes you'll get goosebumps, or you'll receive messages, or you'll just have a sense or a knowing or a feeling, or even a bad taste in your mouth. You might even smell spirit. Sometimes when a past loved one who used to smoke comes around, you might smell cigarette smokes or perfume or baking or whatever the case is. But this is telling you that deep channeling is a gift that you currently have access to right now, and it could really, really help a lot of people. There are soulmate clients out there just waiting for you to step into this role. So please let me know if that's resonating. That's the right way to pronounce it. And yes, Christina Twin. Yes. Okay, beautiful. All right, let me know if anybody else would like a card. Otherwise, I might wrap this up soon. It's been about 40 minutes. I like to, go 30 to 45 minutes-ish with these videos. Sometimes I go a little bit longer and I get closer to the hour mark by accident, but that's okay. And I don't know how YouTube Live works, if this video is going to show up on my stream. If it does, and you've made it all the way to the end, trust that the messages that you resonate with, those are messages that you were meant to hear today. So if there are messages you didn't resonate with, that's okay. Just leave them. You don't have to pay any attention to them. But if there was a message that you really resonated with, don't question it. You were meant to hear that message. And there's no such thing as a coincidence. You wouldn't have found this video if you weren't supposed to hear those messages. Definitely resonating. Okay, cool. I've known I've had gifts for a while. I just don't know where to start. Well, Oracle cards are a great place to start. For me, when I first got an Oracle deck, I didn't believe that I was allowed to buy one. I thought that somebody had to gift me one. So somebody gifted me one like 3 years ago. And I've only been reading cards for 3 years. I've been, tapping into my gifts in other ways, but I've only been reading cards for 3 years. And I did wait until somebody bought me one because that just felt right to me. But you don't have to wait by any means. You can just go and get yourself an Oracle deck and just pull yourself one card every morning. Make it a part of your morning ritual and journal on that card and how it resonates with you. And then you'll get really good at reading cards for yourself. And then you can start reading cards for your friends. You can start reading cards for family members, your neighbors, your your kids, friends, parents, whoever. And then, when you're ready, just go online and do it either anonymously or with the people that you know and trust. As a spiritual business mentor, I'm always suggesting that people go live on their own personal Facebook pages. Facebook is such a great way to grow your business. TikTok and YouTube are coming around as well. That's why I'm utilizing them too. But Facebook has brought me 95% of my business, and my business has been generating 6 figures for over 4 years now. So I truly believe in the value of going live on Facebook. You said channeling before, it keeps coming up. Okay, so Christina, when you have the same message come up more than once, it's like your guides are screaming at you. They're like, Hello, we're going to give you the same message again. Sometimes even with oracle cards, I will pull myself the same card every single day for a week. And I'm like, okay, I clearly have to pay more attention to that. Rosanna said, am I with my twin flame? Any messages for us? Okay, so without bias, show me the percentage of the likelihood that the person Rosanna is with right now is her twin flame. Okay, I do get yes. Do you know much about twin flames, Rosanna? Sometimes twin flames are not meant to be forever. Sometimes they're not, but we can definitely get some clarity on this. Without bias, is there a message from Rosanna's twin flame on this pendulum fan? Yes, thank you. Please show me what the number one message is. Okay, I'm getting I shall return to you soon. So this person has either physically left or energetically disconnected in some way. You may still be physically together, but there's some sort of energetic disconnect right now. And the message, I shall return to you soon, tells you that that is the intention of the energy that's out there right now. Now, with twin flames, it's important to know that they're not always, again, meant to be together forever. Like, they're really passionate. I had a friend who was my twin flame, like a good girlfriend, and we got along so well, and our relationship was super passionate and happy and like amazing. I loved it. And then it just as quickly as it ignited, it went out. And I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, what just happened? What happened to this relationship? I thought that this person was like my bestie, bestie. But they left. And that happens with twin flames. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly, they're twin flames. You see how hot and cold they are, up and down all the time. Passion with a twin flame. Let me just check on this. Christine said, that's what I thought. I had to have it gifted. Yeah, I used to think that too. Go ahead and buy yourself an oracle deck. You don't have to wait for it to be gifted. But I've heard that you don't have to. I have some cards I pull for myself, but not an oracle deck. Cool. Well, whatever cards resonate, that's just one way to grow your intuitive gifts. I would definitely put yourself in places where there are other spiritual people who are on their growth journey as well. So you might want to find like women's circles, healing circles, drumming circles, things like that. They can definitely help navigate this journey for you as well. But yeah, so Rosanna, I feel like, yes, this is your twin flame, but I feel like it's important for me to really focus on the fact that it's okay if the relationship doesn't last forever. Twin flame relationships are not typically meant to be forever. Sometimes they are. And when they are, it's important to recognize, well, twin flame relationship is going to be up and down. It is hot and cold. It is passion. It is fire and ice. And sometimes just as quickly as you fall in love, you fall out of love. Without bias, can you show me the number one energy between Rosanna and her twin flame? Okay. Also a soulmate. Twin flames are not always soulmates. Soulmates are not always twin flames, but you are getting also a soulmate, which means that, hey, it could be a forever type of love. But again, that hot, cold passion is still there. Without bias, please show me Rosanna's twin flames number one primary energy towards Rosanna. Okay, and then their energy towards you, number one energy, is infatuated. We don't necessarily want our life partner to be infatuated with us because lust fizzles. Love can ebb and flow. It can be stronger and weaker at times, but it typically lasts longer. Infatuation is lust. It's not love. So that makes sense with that twin flame relationship. Please don't shoot the messenger. I know when it comes to relationships, people are like, I just want to hear everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows. But let's be real. I've been with my husband since I was 14 years old. We're in 24 years now, you guys. And it's definitely not all sunshine and rainbows. Wow, I'm married to him. And that's okay. You guys are soulmates. Soulmates. That's the number one energy between you and him. So you're soulmates. Yes, you're twin flames. But if things are like up and down, hot and cold, now you have a legitimate understanding of why. You might want to research a little bit more about twin flames. There are definitely experts out there who know way more about twin flame relationships than I do. I'm just sharing what I do know and the energy that I'm picking up on. But the message that he had for you was, I shall return to you soon. So if you're feeling this energetic disconnect, then don't worry. He's definitely still in it. That's for sure what I feel. He's definitely still in it. it. And that energetic reconnection is going to happen. If you guys have been married for a long time, Rosanna, hello, Jasmine, good to see you. Let me know if you'd like a card. If you have been together for a really long time, Rosanna, I'm sure you know what I mean about that up and down. You've probably already experienced it, where sometimes things are going really, really well and sometimes they're not. And that's normal with any relationship, not just a twin flame relationship. It's like it's not linear. Everything's not going to be perfect all the time. I mean, it's 2024 and life is freaking challenging. People are going through all sorts of different things. So to maintain a healthy, positive, loving relationship throughout that lifetime, it can be a real challenge. Twin flame relationships, how can you extend them, keep them going? Let me see, is there anything in here that can help Rosanna with her relationship? Okay, I'm getting forgiveness. Forgiveness, is there something that you need to forgive him for, or is this more so about forgiving yourself for how you've shown up in the relationship or not shown up in the relationship? There's a big forgiveness piece here for you, Rosanna, a big forgiveness piece. If we're on Facebook, you can send me a message and I will send you a forgiveness prayer that I do. I teach all my clients. It's a 40-day forgiveness prayer. And I think it could be really helpful for you. And just knowing that, you know, how do you keep a passionate flame going, right? You always have to be like stoking the fire. It takes work. Relationships take work. So I hope that that's helpful and resonating. But it feels like he wants to be there. I shall return to you soon means like, hey, my energy's not here right now, but it's coming back. So don't worry. Maybe he's focused on other things. Maybe he's focused on his own journey. Hopefully he's focused on his own journey, because when we work on ourselves, we can show up as better partners, better parents for sure. My husband, I'm like, come on, baby. You better get on this healing journey or I'm out. I'm out. I can't be married to someone who's not healing. Just can't happen. Jasmine, the card that's coming up for you. Hello, Sasha. I definitely resonate with overthinking or constant thinking. I'm always thinking about my business. I know my path is business, but wondering if candles are it. Okay, well, let's see if we can get some more clarity for you, Sasha. But first, Jasmine. And you guys, if you haven't yet, I'd love it if you could please hit that like button. That's going to show more people this video. The more comments you have, the more people who will see this video. The longer I can stay on, the more cards I can read, the more messages I can share. Okay, so Jasmine. All right, the card that's coming up for you is reconciliation. Okay, so this is also about a relationship. The reconciliation card tells you that whatever relationship is really, really causing you a lot of grief in your life right now, it could be a romantic one, but maybe it's a friendship or a partnership, like even something career related, I wonder. Let me see if I can get clarity on this. For Jasmine, without bias, is it a romantic? No, I didn't think so. Without bias, is it a friendship? No, I didn't think so. Without bias, is it something to do with work? So there's some sort of relationship to do with your work life. Does that make sense to you? And the reconciliation card tells you that this relationship is worth mending. It is worth mending. When we have relationship problems, I call it my keep me up at night problem. So when I say this, whatever relationship you resonate with first, like the very first person that pops into your mind is the person that this card is about, okay? And this card is telling you that yes, the relationship is worth mending. So don't second guess it. Don't worry about fretting over like, is this the right thing? Should I, shouldn't I? Yes, it is. This relationship is definitely meant to be salvaged. What? Yes, there is a crush I have with a friend who I'm not talking to right now, a childhood friend. Wow. Okay, so without bias, is this childhood friend the relationship that Jasmine is meant to reconcile? Yeah. Without bias, is this relationship romantically aligned with Jasmine's highest good? I'm getting a yes on that too. That's exciting. Oh, cool. His name is Nick. Awesome. Well, Jasmine, it feels good. It feels good. Rosanna said, yes, 8 years now, up and down, all around. Yeah, totally. That's that twin flame energy, Rosanna. Forgive him. So you're right. Yes. Forgiveness is key. The thing is, like, resent kills relationships. Resent kills relationships. And when we are choosing not to forgive, we are inadvertently choosing to hang out in the energy of resent, and resent just absolutely kills relationships. So yeah, if you can get into that energy of forgiveness, I think that's really going to help your relationship. And the 40-day forgiveness prayer that I'm talking about, what it does is it helps you forgive him on soul level, and it also helps his soul forgive you on soul level, so that even if he's not an active participant, there is going to be a shift in his energy as well, which is really, really helpful. Jasmine, he friend zoned me. Jasmine, I don't think that's going to last forever. I don't think he's going to friend zone you. Without Bias, show me the percentage of alignment for Jasmine and Nick to be romantically involved with one another. I'm getting that it's 90% aligned for you to be with Nick romantically. This is my percentage pendulum fan, so it just shows like different percentages. I got 90% aligned for you. So I don't think that he's going to keep you friend zoned forever. Without Bias, show me the most likely and aligned timeline for Jasmine and Nick to become romantically involved. I'm getting it's going to be another month or so, though, before anything happens, maybe 6 weeks even. Oh, he's a Taurus. He's an earth sign like me. Yeah, I'm all for the earth signs. Do it, do it, do it. Christina says, thank you, all of it. Synchronicity. I'm in awe tonight. Yay. I'm so glad this was speaking to you, Christina. Okay, so for Sasha, with regards to your business and candles, are candles it? Without Bias, show me the percentage of alignment for Sasha's business to be primarily focused on candles for the next year. Okay, so candles are definitely still a big part of it. Sasha, I know I've said this to you before, so I might be sounding like I'm beating a dead horse here. And yes, my bias is going to come through. You know that I am all about shamanism, ritual, ceremony. I feel like there's a real opportunity here for you to really connect in with that with your candles. Like making your candles in ceremony, for example, like I make my ritual sprays in ceremony. Like I call in the directions, I open up sacred space, I smudge every bottle, I smudge every lid, I smudge every sprayer. And then when I'm creating in ceremony with the intention that whoever uses this is going to be able to cleanse, ground, and protect their energy. I also feel it's hugely important for you to seriously consider not using fragrances. And I know we've talked about that a little bit before, and I know it's challenging. Essential oils are more expensive than fragrances, but the people who are attracted to you are natural. They want natural products. They don't want toxins in their life, period. And if you continue to use fragrance, then you might be appealing to some people who are like, no, I really want this. I want this strong fragrance. I want this strong fragrance. But in the process, you are going to be repelling some of your soulmate clients. Myself, for example, if I want to buy a candle and there is somebody who has candles where some of them are fragrances, some of them are essential oils, and a table 2 booths down has only essential oils, I'm going to the lady with only the essential oils because I know that her products are natural and I don't want to put garbage in my body, on my skin, with my children. Like I am just all about as natural as I possibly can, and I know that other people are as well. Again, this is a little bit my bias, but this is what I'm being guided to share with you today, and I really, really trust that. Jasmine, you're so welcome. Okay, as a Libra, Jasmine, look at these guys in the background. As a Libra, you are going to always be looking for justice, right? Don't be looking for justice in this situation, okay? Trust that he's going to come around in his own time, and it might take 4 to 6 weeks, and that's okay. What is for me will not pass me. You can repeat that mantra as much and as often as you can. What is for me will not pass me. Let me know, Sasha, if that's speaking to you, okay? And you're so cute. You're so cute. Everybody loves you. Look at, there's people in there love you too, my big boy. Do you see the other one in the background, the puppy over there? Oh, now she's going to come. Now we're going to have 2 puppies in the way. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. I have 2. So this is Earl. Earl is my OG. He's 6. He's handsome. Gracie, where are you? And this is Gracie. Hello, Gracie. She's a baby. She's going to be 2 on the 30th. So she's a sweet little baby. You can tell she has those great big baby eyeballs. You know how baby eyeballs are so huge, and it makes little babies so cute that their moms won't eat them because their eyeballs are so big. Mwah. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Back up, though. Back up, okay? Good girl. So Earl and Grey, we call them Earl Grey, like Earl Grey tea, like the latte. You guys are so sweet. You're so sweet. Christina said hugs. I learned how to how to like on a live noob still. Hey, Christina, I'm a noob too. I have no idea how to do this. The other Christina, you're so welcome and thank you. Yeah, they're super sweet. I love these guys so much. Earl's like my guard dog, the spotted one. He's like my guard dog. He's like, he's a little growly bugger. And she is a little chicken. She's also my ghost hunter. I take my dogs wherever you can publicly take animals. Like sometimes you can go to like Home Depot and Winners. If depending where you live, you might have those stores, you might not. So I take her everywhere I go, and she always gets freaked out. She gets spooked so easily. She's like my little ghost hunter, I swear to you. She can always tell when I'm doing ceremony. She can tell when I'm doing rituals, things like that. Sasha, if you're still here, let me know how that was speaking to you. I feel like there's an opportunity for a little bit more clarity here for you, Sasha. So what does Sasha need to know right now about her business? What does Sasha need to know right now about her business? And subscription boxes, Sasha. If somebody signs up to get a new candle every month and maybe they get a little bit of a discounted rate, they might pay for it up front, or they might pay for it monthly. If they pay for it all at once, it's a little bit cheaper. Or if they pay for it monthly, it's a little bit more expensive, but it's still a discount. So let's say, for example, a candle is $20. Well, if they sign up for the monthly, let me just grab my phone here for my, okay, so if a regular candle is $20, for example, then a candle a month would be $240 for a year. But if they pay all at once for the year, then maybe they're paying like $188.88. Yeah, so then they're saving themselves like $60 by getting a candle every month. If they pay in full, it's $188.88, or if they pay monthly, it's $15.55. So they're saving a little bit of money by paying for it all at once, or maybe like $18.88 or something like that. They're saving a tiny bit of money if they pay for it all at once, or they save a little bit of money if they pay monthly. And either way, it's like a subscription box, and there might be like a new moon ritual candle, a full moon ritual candle, an energy cleansing candle, a grounding candle, like mini ones. I see there's lots of different options. I'd love to do another reading. If you ever want to do another reading, I feel like there's so much that's coming through right now. Oh, I grew up with boxers. Well, I didn't grow up with boxers, but my very first dogs were boxers as well, Jasmine. I had 2 dogs before I got these 2, and they were both boxers. I had one, Mr. Krull. He was a rescue. He was a puppy mill dog, so he had never even touched grass. And unfortunately, he only lived for a year with us because he got run over by a car. He broke my heart, that boy. And then we had Baron. Baron was the best. Oh my God, he was so good. Also a rescue. And he came to us fully trained. My 1-year-old daughter could walk him literally with no pull in the leash. She would always have slack in the leash. He was such a good boy. And then when Baron left us, we stayed in a rental for a little while we were selling our old house, and we couldn't have a dog. So as soon as we bought this house, we got Earl. So Earl is just as old as we have been in this house. And then Gracie, she's going to be 2 at the end of the month. Okay. Oh, you're good, Jasmine. I love the comments, to be honest with you, because I know that more people will see this video if they're seeing comments and likes. So if anybody else wants a card, let me know down below in the comments. Sasha, yes, I go back and forth so often between fragrance and essential oils, always leaning towards essential, but then I feel stuck. I'm adding essential oils, only room spray, and reed diffusers. Yes, totally. So I get it. There are people who want those funky dunky scents that you can only achieve with fragrance, but there's so much you can do with essential oils too. Like I'm just thinking, like if somebody wanted bubblegum, for example, you could always have like wintergreen and vanilla or something like that. And there's lots of different recipes you can find online that are specifically for essential oils that will still give you some of those really, really funky scents, like even like orange and vanilla. If you're using essential oils, it's more natural, but you can still get that creamsicle type scent. So yeah, it's only a barrier only using essential oils is only a barrier if you believe that it is. So don't make that keep you stuck. The only way it can keep you stuck is if you allow it to be. Jasmine, any recommendations on where I can get a Great Dane? Where do you live, Jasmine? I've been looking into it, getting a new doggy. So it totally depends on where you live. Earl came from Calgary. Gracie came from Saskatchewan. I live in British Columbia, so both of my puppies are out of province. We really struggle to look. I'm also on a number of different Great Dane Facebook groups, and there's always people with puppies. But I think it's really important, if you're not going to get a puppy from a rescue, if you're going to go to a breeder, which is, I mean, probably the only place you're going to find a Great Dane, because they don't last very long in rescues. A lot of the times, like, they're scooped up so fast because they're high demand, I suppose. But if you're going to a rescue or a breeder, rather, just go to a good breeder. Don't go to a backyard breeder. I mean, we all have our opinions on that, but I just think it's so unethical. Earl came from a backyard breeder. I didn't really realize it at the time, and he's got all sorts of issues, health issues, behavior issues. If you can check out my YouTube videos, you can see that I have a video of him literally trying to attack a deer. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Yeah, he's a little crazy. So Gracie came from a good breeder, and you can tell, like, her temperament, her body, her health, like, she is just a much better puppy overall. We still love you, Mr. Earl, but he's definitely a little bit of a lemon. This boy right here, look at him. He's just like, I'm gonna hang out in your zen zone, mama. I have like my little ritual cloth right there. And he's like, I'm just gonna lay on it. I hope you don't mind. No, I don't mind, Earl. You can definitely stay there. All right, you guys, we're coming up on an hour, so I'm going to close off. I'm going to do one more card pull, and this is going to be for the collective of everybody who's watching live. Again, I don't exactly know how YouTube Live works. I don't know if you'll see the replay later, but if you are seeing the replay, know and trust that this message is for you as well. You can either focus in on a question if you have a question, or if you don't have a question, then you can just repeat out loud or in your head, I receive, I receive, I receive, and then know and trust that whatever message that is in your highest good is exactly the message that I'm going to pull next for the collective of everybody who's going to read this. Sasha said, yes, about subscriptions. I definitely need to get another reading soon. Well, you know where to find me. I'm always up for that. I've got it in the description as well. Okay, super cool. The card that's coming up for this, the collective, you're so welcome, Sasha, is the soul group card. So, I mean, hello, maybe we're a part of the same soul family. This card always tells us that our soul family members are coming to meet us in this lifetime. So maybe you were a part of my soul family. Maybe some of you are a part of each other's soul family. You can definitely find me on Facebook if you're up for it. I am super active over there. I'm more active on Facebook than I am any other platform. I'm more active on Facebook than I am on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I really love Facebook because I find it more personal. Like, TikTok's really anonymous. YouTube is kind of anonymous. Instagram is kind of like, usually I just copy paste what I put on Facebook or TikTok and I put that on Instagram just to have it. And I mostly use Instagram for my stories, which I share on Facebook as well. But I have two different communities on Facebook. So if you are on your spiritual journey and you're really looking for support with that, then I'd love to invite you to my Facebook group, Sacred Self-Empowered. So it's the Sacred Self-Empowered public group. I also do live oracle card pulls on there, usually about twice a month, maybe once a month. And then my other group is Sacred Soulpreneur. So if you know that you are meant to use your gifts in service, if you were trying to create a career using your gifts, then Sacred Soulpreneur is definitely the group for you. I do some mini trainings in there on how to grow your business, how to connect in with your intuition in order to align your business more fully with your soul's purpose. And I definitely love to have you in there. The Soul Group card also tells us that we're getting ready again to reunite with members of our soul family. So you may want to call them in. You may have been experiencing some loss of friendships, which is a normal part of this journey because we can only really stay in harmonious, healthy relationships with people who are also on the same journey as us. When we're no longer the same vibrational frequency as other people, either one of two things are going to happen. Either they've got a generally higher vibrational frequency and being in their presence is going to help us elevate and learn and grow and evolve, or they are not quite committed to their healing journey and their overall vibration is going to actually reduce our overall vibration, because the law of resonance works whether we are actively participating in it or not. And what the law of resonance states is that we will always come into resonance with the strongest vibration in the room. And the strongest vibration in the room is not always the highest vibration in the room. In fact, a lot of the times, the strongest vibration in the room is actually the lowest vibration in the room. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes you will walk into a room and you will automatically feel like, vroom, like you walk in that room and your energy just plummeted. And I know that you guys know what I'm talking about because I have felt this, I've experienced this, and I know that the people that I am speaking to are people who are very much like me. We're all different. My soulmate clients, I'm supposed to serve people who are like me. Some people are supposed to serve people who are opposite from them, but I know for me, it's people who are like me. And I am definitely an empath, and I feel the energy of a room when I walk into it. So I have a feeling many of you do as well. So invite members of your soul family into your life. And if you're looking for more members of your soul family, then please find me and connect. Send me a Facebook friend request, send me a message to let me know that you saw this video and that's where you came from. And I will look forward to doing this again in the future. Please take a peek at my YouTube. Starting in August, I am going to be doing monthly astrological oracle card pulls. So every single month, you're going to be able to watch a 15 to 20-minute video with multiple card pulls that is specific to you and your astrological sign. I am not an astrologist, but I will be tuning into the energy of that particular sign with each reading. So you guys will definitely be able to connect in with the message that is for your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign. And if you watch all 3 videos, then that should paint a beautiful picture of what the month to come is going to be like for you. Thank you again so much for watching, for the engagements, for the likes, for the comments, and I hope you all have a wicked, wicked Monday. Bye.